your mama.
This is VRN, your trusted leader in e-motorsports.
Hey, welcome Vigilante Nation. This is the Vigilante Racing Network coming to you live from virtual Avondale, Arizona for the Vigilante Ascension 150 Championship race here for the Vigilante Premiere Series. My name is Alan Vaught along with Ricky Wittenberg in the booth, and we'll be bringing you all the excitement and racing action here tonight. And we're going to get you started first with some session details. All right, folks, for tonight's race, we're looking at 150 laps. It's a 1 mile track, so it's 150 miles. The fuel capacity is 65%, and they have 3 additional sets of tires across the wall. This series does not have fast repairs, so they're going to have to live with any damage they incur. The incident limit is set to 25 and 6, and as always, iRacing controls the lucky dog, waiver rounds, and the cautions. Now, we're going to talk about the championship here points in just a second, but, you know, this is the moment we've all been waiting for. Championship night. Tonight, under the lights at Phoenix Raceway, we crown not 1, but 2 championships of the VRL Premiere Series. This season, VRL Cup's champion, the VRL Contender Chase champion. There's 2 different ones. So the VRL Cup champion for the overall and the VRL Contender Chase champion. We got hardware, cash, and glory on the line. The stakes could not be higher. And the final showdown promises drama, intensity, and edge-of-your-seat action. For the Championship 4 racing for the Cup, those top 4 drivers are separated by just 25 points, and the top 3 are within a razor-thin 9-point margin. But here's the twist. All 3 of our top runners are under penalty tonight, and will start from the back of the grid, forcing them to navigate chaos and carve their way through the field. It's going to be a battle of grit, strategy, and nerves. Your Cup standings you can see on the screen here. Your current leader is the 51 of Dylan Bryant with 4,082 points. The number 7 of Pope is in second at 4,077. And the 89 of Goodenough is in third at 4,073 points. That's your 9-point split, those top 3s. And you got Chris Goins in a 38 machine looking to, I mean, he could really cash in tonight if those 3 front runners end up getting in trouble on their way through the field. The Goins is sitting at 4,057 points here tonight. We transition over to the main track here. They're just ending practice and they're going to start their qualifying runs here. And we're going to continue to go through information for you for tonight's race. All right, so for the contender chase, the second tier championship that's on the line here tonight is just as fierce. With only 28 points separating the top 4, anything can happen. The number 6 of Robertson, it holds the slim lead right now, but one early mistake could open the floodgates for the hungry pack behind him. With those drivers, the next 3 in line just separated by 5 points, so it is anyone's race. You got Robertson with 1150, as far as 1,150 points rather. You got the 68 of Wade right behind him with 1,127. You got the 92 of Greg Klein with 1,126, and the number 10 of Andrew Cawthon with 1,122 points. So we got there's 2 championships on the line. We got nearly short track racing. I think technically 1 mile is not considered short track, but I'll tell you, it gets pretty crowded around here. We ran this race on Monday night. It was a lot of fun, but there was a good bit of carnage, and we're hoping we see a little more green flag running here tonight. So let's get you the environmentals. So tonight is quite cool out there, 73 degrees Fahrenheit for your ambient temperature. The track temperature is 79 degrees, so not much warmer. Humidity's pretty low at 33%, but we do have a stiff wind out of the west at 15 miles per hour, and we are under clear skies. Let's also go over, you got some onboard cameras tonight. I want to run through those with you. Starting off, we got the number 1 machine of Kelly Kill. That's going to be his view from inside his real-life cockpit. Next up, we got the 023 of Scott Roney. Looking pretty focused, just like he's already on his qualifying run. Let's see if we can pull him up while we're looking at him. There he is right there. So Scott's on track right now. The next up we have is, he's not sitting in the cockpit, but this is going to be one of our brothers from the north, Greg Dobson. He's not on the track right now, but you can see you're going to have a kind of looking up view for him. Then we have the number 10 machine of Andrew Cawthon is on board. The 29 of Dave the Mouth Mayberry. Looks like he's got a little sign there talking about Denny Hamlin. I think he's saying Denny should have taken 2 tires there. And he is a Young Money or a Kyle Larson fan. So that's going to be the view of him tonight in his real life cockpit. Then we have Mr. Gomes, our only virtual reality driver. Moving on, we have Dustin Wade in the 68 machine. It's his cockpit view. And then new for tonight's race for the first time, we have Jonathan Osborne's view. We'll get a look at him later on. We got a story we'll relay to you if you're new to this channel. We'll check in on Jonathan again later. So here's the 88 machine of Mike Adamson. Looking over his left-hand shoulder. Actually, got to make a little correction there when we get a chance. But good looking right there. Now, we also have the 89 of Craig Goodenough. Now, we're going to have some extra cameras for Craig tonight. He was kind enough to share his foot cam and a heart monitoring cam. So we'll see whenever he's in some intense battles, we'll see how high his heart rate gets up to. And then for our final camera, we have the 92 of Greg Klein. So those are your camera views here for this evening. And what else do we have for you before we get going here, folks? Yes, penalties. As you right now, you're watching on screen. That's Andrew Cawthon making his qualifying run. So under penalty tonight, you have the 085 machine. Actually has 2 penalties, so he's going to have to do a drive-through in addition to starting at the back. A drive-through penalty within 3 laps of the start of the race. Then you have the number 7 of Tim Pope, one of your championship top 3. He's starting from the back. Number 14 of Dustin Eaton, also starting from the back. The 47 of McAdam, he has a double penalty, having to do a drive-through as well, just like Dobson, starting from the back. Then the 51 machine, your current points leader for the Cup, starting from the back. The number 75 of Stoney Benfield, starting from the back and a drive-through. The number 82 of Mike Everidge, starting from the back. The 89, your third place running championship cup leader right now, starting from the back. And then a 99 machine of Albert Anderson with a double penalty, starting from the back and a drive-through. So those are your penalties for tonight. And with that, I'm joined in the booth here by Ricky Wittenberg. Man, that's a lot of information I put out, Ricky. Are you excited for this double championship tonight?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's going to be a good race. Phoenix is always awesome. Just hope they can avoid having a big crash on the front stretch, that weird sweeping dog leg, and kind of get spread out because there's going to be a lot of strategies, so that'll be fun.
It looks like we did this just in time. They're going to start gridding here. Gives us a chance to go through the results. Let me get that also off the screen here. Hold on one second. Get off of there. There we go. Okay, so Trevor Robertson, your current chase leader, taking the top spot here for starting the race on the pole. Chris Goins in second, Mike Adamson third, Jonathan Osborne fourth, Andrew Cawthon fifth, Kelly Keel sixth, George Rincon seventh, Scott Roney in eighth, ninth is Greg Klein, and 10th is Andy Player. You got the rest over there?
Sorry, I was muted. Yep, I hit the wrong, but hit the button. I'm a little rusty. 11th, Scott Milner. 12th, Dustin Wade. 13th, Dave Mayberry. 14th, Tom Barish. 15th, Craig Goodenough. 16th, Tim Pope. 17th, Stoney Benfield. 18th, John McAdam. 19th, Jack Dixon. Albert Anderson in 20th.
At 21st, you got Dustin Eaton. 22nd, your points leader, Dylan Bryant. 23rd, Greg Dobson. 24th, Mike Everidge. 25th, you have Chandler Paul. 26th, John Gallagher. And 27th, the closer, John Schoenbachler. Now, these guys, we're going to see a lot of movement. It's going to be good for us to see them coming through the field. I'm excited for that, but also a little worried for them, Ricky.
Yeah, the one good thing is so many people didn't qualify that, good enough. Pope, normally if you have a full field that don't qualify, you're going to start 30th. But with the way that shook out tonight, they're going to start 15th and 16th. So still not where they want to be, but way better than it could be.
Yeah, for sure. As you see, they're still sitting on pit lane. You'll notice in the tower to the left-hand side, a highlighted yellow driver. That is your chase leader. So he's going for that championship. And then you'll see 4 drivers highlighted in red. Those are your Cup championship contenders. It's not just about who finishes in front of whom here tonight, folks. They do have a points total. This was a 3-race championship round, not a single event where you finish in front of the other drivers and you win. So a little bit bigger sample size to determine our champion here in the Vigilante Racing League. And we want to make sure you know who's racing in the points for the Cup there. Like I said, only 9 points separating 1 through 3rd. And those guys are starting from the rear. And we are going to go green on this lap. You should be able to hear everything on the broadcast there, Ricky. So let me know if you don't.
Lord, we're going to need an extra lap.
Oh, they're asking for an extra lap. There's a bunch of guys trying to get it sorted out at the back. That was tight.
Yeah, looks like she yeah, she Lori, the race admin, she gave him another round.
Yeah, you're in front of me, Everett.
Yeah, there were so many guys that had EOLs and all this that kind of really shook everything up.
Yeah, I'm curious. It says 2.
The very last car. It depends on what order I gave the.
Yeah, it says 2 laps here on your tower, folks, but I think that's going to reset once they get back around. That's just the overlay indicating that we're on the 2nd pace lap. There we go. He pulls off there. We're going to go around the back stretch. Pace truck pulls off really early in this track, Ricky, because of where pit lane entrance is versus the start line.
Yeah, the old traditional front stretch is now the back going into 3 and 4, so the pace truck pulls in pretty early now.
The flagman starts it on this one, not the restart zone, not the leader. The flagman will start the initial point of the race. And we're under green, folks. We'll see if we can get 6 gets away clean. Outside line really has an issue. Kind of we'll pan back here a little bit. So far, so good.
Wow.
Still some pretty tight racing, though. Yeah, we made it. Man, Robertson really shot out of a cannon there. Mike Adamson's currently 2nd. Chris Goins trying to bring it up on the inside of Andrew Cawthon.
Dustin Wade almost wrecks. He caught it.
All right, good. I hear him on the radio now. I think I heard somebody go, woo. Must have got his attention. Riding on board with Dustin, racing out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Kind of ride around a lap with him here. Might notice some glitchy sounds on the truck engine noise, folks. That's an iRacing thing that it's recently crept up, and they haven't put a patch out yet for it. So I apologize for that on behalf of iRacing, in fact. So hopefully they get that squared away. Yeah, so far so good. I mean, these guys are probably just trying to go back up front here with Trevor Robertson. He is just already out to 1.1, nearly 1.2 second lead. Gones is making his way to second place to try and get up there and challenge for this. 88 was right behind you, so that's a pass for position. And you'll see that WeatherTech machine fall into third place. Do a little battle here. 38's Chris Gones, he's already went around. Like you got the 10 to 47 of that 47 machine. That's
John McAdam.
Yeah, John McAdam. So he's a lap down. That's why I didn't see him. He had a call. Yeah, that's right. He had to drive through tonight as part of his penalty.
Yeah, I think I saw three drivers coming out of the pits.
Yeah, there were three of them.
First lap.
Three of them had that double penalty. They were probably hoping for a caution there at the beginning. They did not get it. So now they'll be racing for the lucky dog. So I mentioned we had a story about this driver right here, of Jonathan Osborne, racing out of Woodbury, New Jersey. Now, Jonathan is an incredible talent. And he has been with us for a long time. And we have an onboard camera really for the first time since I've been broadcasting. As you can see, Jonathan actually has have a special setup to be able to race with us. And for him to be able to race in the tight quarters, Ricky, and do the things he does, I can't applaud him enough. And we love having him. He's a great talent and a great friend to this league.
Yeah, I mean, what he does is definitely incredible. I mean, to do all of this with his mouth, limited mobility, and able to, and not just do it with his mouth. I think he came up with the system to be able to do this. So, he designed this himself and put it together. Jonathan's just a really, really smart guy. Tremendous talent to be able to do what he's doing. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's incredible. So we love having him. I tell you what, you go door to door in, and he has the ability to control that truck to the nth degree. I've never felt like I had any issue around him whatsoever. He gives you everything you can take, and he's going to beat you most of the time too. You better watch out.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. I feel like we all have such an advantage over him, but he's still that good. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is indeed. And he is a contender champion. He's a champion of this league. All right. So for all you Chachi fans out there, I see somebody that looks like Earl Evans out there also telling us that he built that himself. Yep, sure did. All right, folks, we're going to check back into the front. We got Trevor Robertson. He's now out to a almost 2 second lead over the 38 machine. So he is really enjoying this track here tonight and making the most out of it. He definitely wants to earn that contender chase trophy tonight. I'm going to do a run through the...
hit it real hard, Alan, but I was going through the field to see where the points leaders were, and Dylan Brown hit the wall decently hard out of turn 2. Caught it with the right rear, so I don't know if he's trying to push the truck a little too hard or if he just got a little tied, but he caught the wall pretty good there.
I'd say he's probably really trying to keep up with that 7 machine right in front of him. That's his target. He has to stay within so many points of him to be able to make this work here tonight. See if I can. I think I actually have some notes on that. Yeah, I do. Looks like he's okay though. No damage really to that machine.
No, it may have been like some of the hits we've seen him incur in the past few weeks, where he catches that wall, but it doesn't damage it. It looks worse than it actually is.
Yeah. Trying to pull up some more information for you. All right, so while we're talking about and watching these guys drive here, you're watching the 51. Dylan Bryant out of Steele, North Carolina. He is trying to stay within striking distance of that 7 machine of Tim Pope right in front of him. Now, here's some of the scenarios we have to do tonight. So I did some math, shockingly there, Ricky. And the 7 machine, if he wins this race, he wins the championship. There's no path for Bryant to be able to overcome that unless there's a penalty for the 7 machine. That's the only way. If there's some penalties involved for the 7, maybe. But if it's just straight up racing, straight up points, as he's trying to make a pass here on the 7, if that 7 machine wins, even if the 51 came in second, he wouldn't be able to win. Now, it changes once you go beyond that. So let's say that Pope comes in second. Then he just needs to be within, let's see, second place here. He just needs to be within 5 positions, only, excuse me, 1, 2, 3 positions between him and Pope. So if Pope finished second, he has to finish in 6th position to be able to win. That he being the 51 of Dylan Bryant.
Okay, so Pope, his mentality is I got to win, probably more than anything. I'm sure he's going to try to set himself up to win, and I'm guessing Good Enough and Dylan Bryant are also kind of that mindset that they just need to win the race.
Yeah, you just see the 51 dive way down onto that apron, which they can do in the dog leg there. Trying to get some momentum on the inside is so hard once you get a few laps. We got 18 clean laps on these tires. It's hard to complete that pass. He may do it if he can use the 10 truck as a pick. The 10 truck is running that bottom line. It's a little bit off the line now. Man, so he's just not able to get around him. That high line has got tremendous momentum. He's inching. It's a game of inches. He is inching around. We're going to stay with this for a minute, folks. This is your championship lead change here. Now, Goins is in second. Goins is wanting to win this thing. He's hoping for, he needs assistance. He needs some bad luck on these other guys. But honestly, let's see, what was he within? How many points did I tell you? 25, right?
Yeah, so he's got to win pretty much and have everybody else have some pretty significant.
They got to finish in the last positions, and it depends on the order they finish last in.
Yeah, he's got the when they say you're close to being out, but you're on the edge. He's as close to the edge as you can get.
So now Bryant's nearly got a truck between him and Pope in that 7 machine. Looks like for right now, I don't know if he's burning his tires more than Pope, or is he just, oh, you see the 10 machine hit the wall there. Sure, that scared Pope for a moment. Go up and check on your other championship drivers here. So, Good Enough. He's made his way the furthest forward, plus 9 positions so far. In that Bass Pro Shops orangutan machine out of Helper, Utah. I mentioned we had some cool camera views for him tonight. Let's check him out right now. This is his onboard. But in addition to Craig's onboard, he gave us a couple, thankfully, and I appreciate the fact he did this, a couple extra data points for us to take a look at, and that being, as I get to them here, got a foot cam and a heart rate. So you see his foot cam right up here in the top left, or the kind of the middle left. And right now his heart rate down, he's at 130. That's almost zone 2 jogging right there, Ricky. So that's pretty cool that we get to see that on board. He's not even in traffic. When he gets in traffic next time, remind me to go take a look at his heart rate.
Oh yeah, I'm sure toward the end of this race, if he's got a chance, tied, it'll probably be jumping up there.
And I think that middle one might be his max heart rate tonight. We'll see if that changes. 141, I think that's what he hit at peak, perhaps. His average is 106. His current's to the left. His highest is in the middle, and on the right-hand side is his average. That was probably under caution coming to the green, things like that. Or if we have a caution, it'll go down. So he's kind of settled in, getting down to 120s here. We'll see. He's pretty excited. Probably I bet the 141 was on the start of the race.
Yeah, more than likely. My heart rate's at 77 right now, so I'm doing a little more chilled out than these guys are, thankfully.
So that's where your 89 machine is running. He is second among the top 4 right now, but leading the championship because Gones is, like I said, 25 points behind all the leaders. So it's too close of a gap for Chris Gones to be able to make any progress on these guys. Speaking of Chris Gones, we'll go up here. That 38 machine, he is running second, so even if he wins this race, he's got to have a lot of help from those other contenders. But we also have an onboard with him as well. He's running virtual reality. You'll see him actually turn his head more than maybe the average camera that we have with, they can side eye it. But in this rig, he has to look through the corner like you would in reality. So his immersion level is pretty high.
Yeah, he's leaning in with it too.
I think he's got a NASCAR style wheel, even oversized it appears to be too. Also,
yeah, that thing is massive. He doesn't look like a small guy, and that wheel is still big.
Nah, for sure. Chris is with us, racing out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Been with us for a couple seasons now. Tremendous talent. Great to see him up here battling for this championship here this evening. I think he missed a couple races. He probably would have been even tighter on these guys, but I think he was out 1 or 2 races this season. So there are your championship 4, and it's not all about them. Everybody else on the track here tonight. I know you got fans out there in the chat. Does anything jump out at you, Ricky, you want to talk about before I go through the field?
We've got plenty of people in the chat, some people I've not seen before, and then some others that come in and out. We've got the Anderson bunch in here. Jim Lee. I'm not familiar with Mr. Lee. Jesse Redding. Jones for the underdog win tonight. Kenneth Warnock is cheering for Dylan Bright. So is Nicole Walsh. Eden Steele is pulling for Greg Goodenough. We got Earl Evans in the chat. Taylor Provac says, great night for VRL Racing. And he says hello to us and to Lori. So hello, Taylor. Amanda Wade in the chat. And we've got quite a few people out here in the chat tonight.
All right, so we're going to go on board that 99 machine. America's driver, Albert Anderson, racing out of Washington, D.C. He's currently in 26, but he did have a double penalty tonight. So he's got a lot to overcome. I'm sure he's hoping for a caution sometime here soon. But while we're talking about Albert, Ricky, I want to mention, if I can pull the right thing up here, that for season 13, the Vigilante Racing League Premiere Series has a new primary sponsor, rather. And I want to talk about that just for a second. And the reason I'm talking about this in relation to Albert Anderson is Albert owns this company we're going to talk about, and he has been generous enough to, hey, come on board as a primary sponsor, another primary sponsor for the Premiere Series. He loves racing here, been with us since the beginning. So I'm going to give a shout out to his new company he's starting off here called Tow Call. So if you need a tow, a jump start, a lockout, or a tire change, and you live in and around the Washington, D.C. metro area, contact Albert's company, Tow Call, at Tow Call Roadside, all one word, TOWCALLROADSIDE @gmail.com. And he will be out there quick and fast to help you out with any assistance you might need. Tow, jump start, lockout, tire change. Call Tow Call. and we appreciate him coming on board for season 13 of the Vigilante Racing League Premiere Series as a premier sponsor. So want to make sure we talked about that as we went through the field and we were talking with or about the 99 machine.
Yeah, that's awesome. Nice graphic too. So I think he used Shocker Marketing to create that logo.
He did, and we just added a little bit of info to that logo, and it looks pretty sweet. He's gonna hopefully get some business out of that. Help support these drivers if you have a chance, folks. We have several drivers in here, including the Shocker Graphics, which is Ricky's company. Ricky, if you want to talk about that for a second, I don't want to get any of the details wrong.
No, it's cool. I do graphics, marketing. I'm doing a lot of marketing for people. I do photography, so. Pretty much if you're in East Tennessee, I can help you. But if you need graphics work and video AI work, I can do that for any small business. So just hit me up. I think I lost you, Alan, or I've lost connection or something.
No, you're good. I had hit mute while you were speaking. But anyway, so in the 25th position, we got Greg Dobson, our brother to the north there out of Newmarket, Ontario, Canada. He was one of the penalized drivers, so he was starting with a deficit here tonight, trying to work his way back out of the hole. In 24th, we have Stoney Benfield out of Albemarle, North Carolina, down 7 spots, running in the 24th position. Right behind John McAdams. Well, John McAdams was actually the next truck in line out of Dishore. Did we figure out where that was, Ricky? I don't remember.
Oh, gosh, man. I thought it was Michigan, I believe. I think.
I just keep forgetting where that's at. I need to ask him to add it to it. But anyway, so running 23rd, down 5 spots. Got Chandler Hall, Mount Washington, Kentucky native. He's running in 22nd, up 3 spots from where he began the night. Scott Milner out of Pittsburgh, Indiana. He's dropping and going the wrong direction right now. He's 10 spots down. I don't know if he gotten caught up in some wall scrubbing or what, but truck looks pretty good. Gonna have to fight his way back up in there and contend for this victory. Running 21st right now. Just in front of him, you have the 35 machine of Tom Barish, Gulf Coast, Mississippi driver, in 20th right now, down 6 spots. Just in front of him, you got Dustin Wade. Dustin Wade, as I think I previously mentioned, is racing out of Cincinnati. Wade is in 19th, is down 7 spots from where he began the race as well. Looks like these guys are pretty well spread out. Trying to work his way back up in there in contention. Next up, 18th place, the 13 machine of Andy Player, down 8 spots so far tonight, out of Concord, New Hampshire. We got Mike Everidge out of Melbourne, Kentucky in an 82 machine. Mike is up 7 spots. He had a penalty tonight, so he's heading in the right direction, running 17th. Next up, we have the 01 machine of Kelly Kill. And Kelly is down a few spots tonight right now, 10 spots where he began the evening. Running in the 16th position. You see his onboard camera. He's racing out of Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Then at 123, Hardy's machine out of Roseville, California, you have John Gallagher. Up 11 spots. John's definitely heading the right direction. Up 11 in 15th. Next up, we have the Mouth himself, Dave Mayberry. Dave's racing out of Tucson, Arizona. He's down 1 spot only, running in 14th. So he's having a good night, holding 3rd right now, looking for more. I'm mixing up my sports there between NASCAR and tennis. Next up, we have the 023 machine of Scott Roney. Scott's racing out of Salt Lake City, Utah. I really like his, he showed us his man cave and a couple other, in another video. Pretty awesome, and I love the fact he's kind of got that calming blue light going around him while he's racing, so he doesn't see red mist when something happens. Then,
hey, before we go through the field anymore, just real quick, I know that we were told, 47 laps for pit stops. I'm seeing some guys start to come in, so it might get a little spicy here in a minute.
Just saw Jack Dixon hit pit lane right there. He's our other, another, only one of 2 Canadian drivers, so he's hitting pit lane right now. So going on 11th, we got Andrew Cawthon. He is down 6 spots where he began. Up 11 spots, that 14 machine. Another orangutan out of Temple, Texas, Dustin Eaton. Got George Rincon. Oh, Craig Goodenough's on pit lane, and so is Trevor Robertson. So Trevor actually hit it first in that number 6 Winn-Dixie machine. Trevor's racing out of McCrory, Arkansas. And again, he's listed in yellow or highlighted in yellow because he's your current chase leader. Trying to secure that championship here tonight. So I was talking about George Rincon. He's in 7th. He's really trying to stretch out this this fuel mileage here, as Greg Klein and Jonathan Osborne decided to hit pit lane. Next up, Tim Pope up 12 spots in 4th. Racing out of Roseboro, North Carolina. Dylan Bryant still out on the track. If he goes in this time, he's running 3rd right now, up 19 spots. Made great progress. We'll see how he comes out once this whole cycle goes through. And you got Chris Goins hit pit lane, and Dylan Bryant's now on pit lane. Mike Adamson is your current leader. Mike has not hit pit lane yet. And he's done this a couple of times. He races out of Sanford, Florida. He's really good recently trying to save extra laps on his fuel and just come on strong at the end. And that is through the field, folks, as we enter into this. We got a lot of people on pit lane right now, so we'll see how the cycle works out.
I mean, I think this is about as far as they could go. If they could have made it a couple more laps, they could have maybe done this in 2 stops, but I don't see anybody able to do that.
All right, now Adamson's not hit pit lane yet. He's on 49. Going to go in this time. I think, is he going to go in? He is. He's going in this time. But one was right all over him. Man, he really went in there hot, didn't he?
Looked like he was in there pretty good.
Yeah, but I forgot the cone is pretty well recessed into pit lane there, so he was making the most out of that. And George Rincon's also on pit lane. Scott Roney's on pit lane, getting his service.
These guys, I mean, they're where pit lane is in relation to the start-finish line is not that far. I mean, could these guys make it on 2 stops? They're going to try. I have a feeling that's what these guys are trying to do.
Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, it's going to be so close, and they won't be able to do a green-white check ride, I don't imagine.
No, they definitely wouldn't be able to do that. But if they can somehow stretch it,
here's Scott.
That
Scott
might be a winning move.
So Scott Milner, we said, hey, he's going the wrong direction. Maybe Scott was just saving all that fuel, Ricky. He still has not hit pit lane, and he's coming up to complete lap 50. Will he go in this time? I know, that's pretty, that's incredible. So he's right in that strategy you're talking about, right? That fits your strategy, I think.
Yeah.
He just said he's pitting right now. You heard him on the radio. So he's going to cross. He's already crossed. He started 51. He's going to cross 52 while he's on pit lane. This should work out for the strategy you're talking about. Looks like everybody's hit pit lane now at this point.
Yeah, so that's what we'll have to watch. If a caution doesn't come out, Milner he's setting the best of everybody, and then you've got Adamson and the other couple that had stayed out with him, that George Rincon, they're all on that same strategy.
I see Albert Anderson's been, the last time was in on lap 2. That was for his penalty. And I'm sure he didn't fuel up there because you're not supposed to fuel up. So he must have been sitting back there just really staying off that throttle. He's still going slow. Look how slow he's going. Of course, that's new tires probably going around him there to 89. You can't go in this time unless he gets down pretty quick. So he's not going in this time either.
I don't know what happened to Craig Goodenough. Maybe he got a penalty, Alan, because he is running in 22nd.
Sure is.
And he had moved far forward, so something's definitely happened on his pit stop. I'll try to go back and see if I can find out what happened.
Yeah, you'll probably be able to see if it went on what, and if he came right back in, we'll know. You might actually see it if you're looking at I think it registers in your text chat too, Ricky. Let me see if it registers here in my overlays. I'm looking, I don't see much. Of course, I'm looking at like this, it's an event log and it's jam packed, so it's hard for anything to stand out there. Don't see much there either.
Oh, and I just popped in the text chat accidentally.
Did you see anything in there?
I do not, but I don't. All I can see is just chat. I'm not. So I'm trying to. I'm back on looking at his pit stop to see if I can find out.
Okay. So you're not missing much up at the front, folks. Trevor Robertson is trying to run away with this thing. He's sitting exactly at, or nearly exactly at a 5-second lead. 4.64.5 now. Maybe the Gomes might be catching him just a bit as he's going through the trial over there, or that front stretch dog leg, rather. Robertson's in
Trevor
first.
Robertson he must have been speeding because he sat in the pits for quite a while.
You mean Craig Goodenough?
Yes, Craig Goodenough must have been speeding.
Yeah. That's unfortunate. He is showing a lap down right now. From 15th back, Tom Barish, Mike Everidge, Andy Player, John McAdam, Chandler Paul, Scott Milner, Stoney Benfield, Greg Goodenough, Greg Dobson, Scott Roney, George Rincon, and
Albert
Albert
Anderson spinning on the front stretch and the caution's out.
Almost had me, buddy.
We'll go with, get you a different look here. Take a look and see what happened to America's driver. Going into turns 3 and 4. Maybe just a little too much throttle coming out. It's easy to do right here, folks. Probably going to try to lock it up. No damage, no damage. And he doesn't get any damage. Probably fried the tires up pretty good, though.
He just came out. I guess he was, loose, trying to get the tires up to temperature and just got on the gas a little too hard.
We'll have to see who the lucky dog's going to be here. I'm showing Tom Barish right here in that 35 machine is the furthest forward. Actually, everything's updating right now.
Yeah, he's 15th and a lap down. So Robertson was mowing this field down.
He was, and he's really so. You should only see probably Tom Barish get a wave around here. So, yeah.
Now, it will be interesting to see if they come in and take tires. They probably will, but some of these guys only have like 10 laps on their tires. So,
and they
you
only
might see some guys.
Yeah.
Might see some guys not take the tires and just take gas.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of these drivers are thinking, I want to save a set for maybe a late race caution. And here goes Tom Barish right here. He's going to go around for that wave around as we suspected. It's the lucky dog. That's good for Tom. Back here and see what these guys are going to pit lane. But right, they're probably trying to save a set for the end of this race. I know that's how I would be thinking, Ricky.
Oh yeah, I would not be wanting to give up a set right now, unless you're a lap down and you kind of think that's a Hail Mary to go ahead and get a set, try to get your lap back or something. And, maybe Craig Goodenough tries to get tires now and gets the lap back.
So, hey, folks, if you like what you're seeing, you support these drivers in this league, and you just want to watch some great racing, we are live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday nights at 9 p.m., no later than 9 p.m. Eastern. The race will go live on track. And so on Wednesday nights, you get the Premier League. On Friday nights, you get the Vanquish Series. And on Monday nights, it's a little bit different. We have what we call VRN Live on Track. And we have a mock race, which is exactly the same racetrack car combo and only half the distance that these drivers run on a Monday in preparation for Wednesdays. And so for that, during the Monday mock races, I'm not just calling the action, I'm actually in it. You'll ride along with me as I battle the pack, react in real time, and give you an unfiltered look at what our Vigilante drivers face before the Premiere Series goes live on Wednesday nights. Joining me on track for that broadcast is Dave the Mouth Mayberry, that 29 machine, bringing his signature banter and boots on the ground perspective. There's no points on the line for Monday nights, no pressure, just raw racing, real talk, and Vigilante chaos. So let's get on track. Come out and see us every Monday night for first-person driving. You'll be able to see my cockpit perspective along with Dave's as we try to navigate our way through this intense field of drivers here in the Vigilante Premiere Series. So don't miss it. This is a new segment every Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. We're back under green. That was pretty quick caution, it seemed like.
Those having a fight under caution about track position and kind of a little bit chirping with a little bit with each other, so might have some fireworks here.
Yeah, as you see, that 6 machine gets away pretty easily. Back behind him's looking pretty tame. I don't know what the admin said right there. She might have shut that down if it got chirpy.
I don't think it was too bad. I think it was. There's definitely some frustration there.
Yeah. You can see you're watching your chase leader right there, the banner across the top of his windshield, indicated also in your timing tower in yellow, as we're 63 laps into this 150 lap event to determine our chase champion and also the VRL Cup. As you see Adamson back there trying to make a run for position, trying to get around that 92 machine, Greg Klein, and he does. Dan's looking pretty sporty. He doesn't go down on the apron there. Got Greg Klein here. We haven't talked much about him so far tonight. Now he's up at the front. Greg does have one of our onboard cameras. Racing out of Owasso, Oklahoma. Who was for a very long time a great supporter of the league. Outstanding driver. He seems to show up everywhere we go. Greg Klein. Right behind
Dylan
him.
Bryan in the wall pretty good.
Yeah, John Gallagher. He's pushing the envelope. He's running 8th right now. Dylan Bryan is. Oh, he just came up on the radio too. Chris Gomes, your current the most forward championship 4 driver right now, running in the 5th position. Closely followed by the number 10 of Andrew Cawthon and the 14 Dustin Eaton. Got Mike Everidge out of Melbourne, Kentucky, riding in right now. Let's see, what position is he in? Like he's 16th, so he's a lap down these guys, really from 10th on back. Excuse me. Oh, we're multiple laps here, aren't we? So it's like your top runners are the first 12. What do you see in there? Let me take a look and see. Lap 66. No, it looks like they're all 66 until you get back to Mike Everidge.
I'm seeing 15.
They didn't quite right there, but they sure tried to, didn't they?
Well, George Rincon's almost stopped. I don't know.
Yeah, that just happened right while I was looking at it. Let's take a look real quick. Back it up.
Oh, yeah, player is in the wall. And
player's in the wall, comes off. Oh, and George is trying to avoid it. There's some contact there. They both, what a great job by the 28 just to be able to hang on to that. I mean, he had to be swatting flies inside of that cockpit there. Take a look and see it from his camera view. He sees a 13 get up into the wall, trying to hang on to it, and has a little bit of slight contact with 31. Yeah, swatting flies in that truck just to hang on to it. Great job there by George. That is not what he wanted to see. Now, looks like George is all the way back in 25th position now as a result. We'll get back up here. I think we're around, look at this fight here between Dylan Bryant and the 10 machine. 7's right behind Bryant. This is what it's probably going to come down to, folks, between the 51 and the 7 for the VRL Cup. Oh, man, 10 gets up there. He's just trying to stay out of the way. I think Cawthon just doesn't want to be the driver, and I wouldn't either, who causes any issues for these Cup championship contenders or the chase.
Miller jumps on pit road. I don't know if it's due to that contact or not.
And Tim Pope's just latched to that 51's bumper. He's not right on it, but he's not letting him get away from him either. Behind him got John McAdam. John's in 16th, up 2 spots from where he began, trying to make a pass on the 10 machine. Here comes Craig Goodenough. Craig's in 17th right now in that Ford F-150, trying to make his way back through the field after having a speeding penalty during the green flag stops. I'm sure he was happy to see that caution, Ricky.
Oh, definitely, but he's still got to pass John McAdam. And McAdam is about a second and a half ahead of him, so I'm sure he's going to try to get to that 47 as quick as he can.
And I tell you, I was in here on Monday night, and John McAdam was fast. So it's no easy task for him, first of all, to catch him and then making the pass.
Oh boy, they're 4 wide up there right around Pope.
There we go, about to go again, 4 wide, 51.7, 14, and the 123. Getting pretty sporty here. 51's just trying to get away. This is what he wants to see. He wants to see trucks in between him and that 7 machine. And just to give a little context, folks, 51, Dylan Bryant, was probably going to come into this race with about 35 points or so advantage over the other 3 championship contenders. But on the very last restart at Martinsville, he just got just ever so eager when he was leading the race. When he got to that restart zone and just throttled up just like a moment too soon, he ended up with a black flag from iRacing, which put him in 20th finishing position for that race. So it really cost him. He came in here with a slight margin, and as we're halfway through this race, he's still in good position to win that championship. He's just got to maintain that focus throughout the rest of this event. Maybe stop swiping that wall too, Ricky.
Yeah, definitely. You only have so many of those hits before one of them gets you.
Yeah, and you might not even notice it, like us looking from the outside. The cosmetically, the truck may look fine, but oftentimes you'll get a little bit of wheel damage, and now you're not fast. You're dragging that tire, and the rubber's coming off of it, and you're going to end up getting past. So let's hope that that's not going to happen. I'd like to see a straight-up race between these guys. Pope, former champion, 3-time champion of this series, definitely a threat to the 51. Looking to get his 4th championship, so he's not going to. If 51 wins the championship, he will have earned every inch of it.
Yeah, no doubt about that. I'm looking up front, Alan. Robertson had been kind of running away, but Adamson is here to play tonight. He's right with Robertson.
He is indeed in that WeatherTech Chevrolet. He's right on him. I wonder if there's a difference in there. Yes. So the difference being Robertson went in on lap 45 for his tires, probably didn't go in during that caution. Adamson has 5-lap pressure tires, 4 or 5-lap pressure tires, and that's a huge difference at a track like this.
Yeah, it's surprising that Robertson and Adamson didn't pit at all, even for gas on that last stop. So they're probably going to hope there's a caution here. I mean, I would imagine they'd be happy with the caution right now.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, they're not really hurting from it. You got Chris Gomes nearly 3 seconds behind these guys, 2.7, 2.8. You see different lines by the 6th and the 88 machine. 6 is a little bit lower. 80 is trying to get a little more clean air, probably going to his outside. Also, maybe trying to save a little bit of tire. But he is definitely there. We'll see if he's able to affect the pass. He does have a slight tire advantage, but the longer we run, the less that's going to be a factor, especially completing the pass.
I mean, the only people now in the 27s are Pope and Bryant.
That's all right,
But
man.
they do have fresher tires than I believe than Adamson and Robertson.
Yeah, how many laps were they able to get in that first run, Ricky? Did you measure it? Was it like, I think it was 50 for Mike Adamson,
A couple of
wasn't
guys
it?
made it to 50, but it looks like, 47, 48 is probably the safe number unless you're trying to save gas.
That means if we're going like let's say we go 47 for Robertson, he should be coming in probably the next 10 laps around 92. And I can't imagine Adams will be able to make it much further than that. So he may be content to ride right now in the tire tracks of Robertson. I don't know if I would. If I had a little bit of advantage and I know I got to go in, maybe I would, knowing he has to go in first. I don't want to damage the tires here, and maybe I can make decent lap times for 1 or 2 laps and then come back out with still fresher tires than the 6 machine.
Yeah, now those guys that pitted though, that did come in, it's got 23 laps on on gas at least. 33, 43. 40. I mean, I think they can make it on one more stop if they stretch it all the way. These other guys, especially, well, Pope and Robertson and Adamson, they've got to make 2 more stops.
Oh, you got a pretty good battle between the 81 and 10 right here. Jonathan Osborne and Andrew Cawthon. 81 just made it past. The 10 is trying to do a crossover. I don't think he's going to get there before 81 shuts the door. He's not quite shut the door, though. This may cool off here. We'll see if we can find you another battle on track. He actually just had Jonathan Osborne telling the 10 truck, awesome battle, man.
Don't you notice that usually the guy that makes the pass is the one that thinks it's awesome, though, and not the guy that gets passed?
Ah, yeah, for sure. You didn't hear that 10 machine rogering up saying, yeah, I agree with you. Actually, I'm on the wrong car here. Let me see if I can go up here and get on the right thing. Sorry. This is Jonathan Osborne at Woodbury, New Jersey here racing with us. You got in real life on the big screen there, and you can see his truck down there in the live section. Right now, Jonathan's running in 8th position, having a good night. He's down 4 spots. He started 4th. He actually qualified 4th. So he's racing his way back up in there, hoping to get to the checkered flag here tonight. Let's check in on the 89 machine. He's in 17th. Looks like he is still not on the lead lap, or is he? I'm trying to tell when they're crossing the line here.
You can have it, folks.
Yeah, I think is he on the lead lap for what you're seeing? I think he's one lap down.
I'm sorry.
89. I think he's 1 lap down.
No, he's still a lap down.
Let's check in on Craig. Get Mr. Goodenough. Take a look at his onboard cameras. He had some extra information for us tonight. Looks like he might really wanted to catch him when he's passing somebody. But we got a foot cam for him here. Kind of watch this for a second. His footwork getting into the corners. I really appreciate him wearing the bright green sun drop slippers there. It really makes his footwork stand out in the background there. Also remove this. His current heart rate, man, he's down to 180. He's pretty calm compared to earlier because he was up in the 130s. Oh, I think I just saw somebody maybe going around there. And then just got a little sideways. We are still under green, coming to 90 laps complete. Incredible after Monday night that these guys are running it so clean. Lori's probably going to jump in the chat and get on to me, not to jinx it here. The broadcaster's curse.
I'm sorry about that, man. That was the second gear right there.
All right, let's looking around for some battles here.
I still have the 0 left.
The 10 truck and the 75. Tony Benfield. Man, the 10's really been running that outside line a lot, I noticed tonight, Ricky.
Yeah, he seems to be content up there, even though it looks like he's always just an inch away from disaster.
Getting passed by 75 machine, but that's not for position. Now, if the 123 of John Gallagher here, as you see the 023 hit the wall there, if Gallagher gets up there, that will be for position. Right now, they're running in 9th and 10th, so you got Andrew Cawthon in 9th, John Gallagher trying to take that position away. He had a run there, but he's kind of dropped back just a little bit. If we go on board with some of our other cameras here. We haven't had the occasion to check in on yet. Actually, something happened to that camera. That's Scott Roney's camera. That did not work out. He must have had an issue. Here we go. We'll hit up Kelly Kill. He's running 11th. I mean, Kelly's like told us before the race he just couldn't get a grip on. You see, like, he might be going to pit lane here. Here he goes. He's hitting pit lane. So Kelly said he didn't really have a beat on this track, but he's having a good run tonight. As he came into pit lane here, he's running 11th.
Yeah, he's having a solid, steady run right around the top 10.
You see Trevor Robertson is on pit lane. That's your chase leader. Kelly Kill. You got John Gallagher. All these guys are on pit lane here. As we suspected, lap 92-ish.
On in, George, fitting in.
Sounds like Dave Mayberry's coming in. Greg Klein's on pit lane. Greg Goodenough's on pit lane. Mike Adamson is your leader. Go ahead.
Dylan Bryant, championship leader, just came into the pits really hard. But like you said, that commitment cone's further down, so he's probably okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's further in than I realized on Monday night. I noticed it. I was like, man, I don't remember it being this far in, but yeah, you got to be ready for that.
Albert, take you, buddy.
We'll see if he takes off here. We'll know if he had a penalty or not.
Thanks, sir.
Taking on 4 fresh tires. Those feel goods will be nice. He did not have a penalty. He's rolling out now. But back on board with Mike Adamson of Sanford, Florida. Mike was last on pit lane at 49. Well, at 49, so I don't know that he's going to be able to run much further. 96 maybe is the number. He's over that now. We're at lap 97.
Yeah, I mean, he made it 49 the first run, and then we did have cautions this run, so he might be able to make it to 49 or 50 on this run.
Yeah,
I'm really surprised that Dylan Bryant pitted already because he didn't need to yet. And so this is definitely a strategy call because if this race stays green, I think he's got to pit again. And I think Pope and Chris Goins are both going to stay out and run it till it's dry. And if they do, they will not have to pit again.
Yeah, that's going to be, if that's the case and it works out that way, that's going to be something he's going to question himself. Kind of like you had Denny Hamlin and his crew questioning whether or not they should have taken 4 or 2 tires. As the strategy goes into this racing, folks, it's not just about being fast on the track. It all has to come together. Every aspect of racing has to come together for you to win these races and certainly a championship. You got Chris Goins is now back out there. He is in the lead right now. 1.75 seconds over Tim Pope in second. They were last on pit lane at lap 59. So, I mean, 106. If they go 47 laps, you should see these guys coming in. Right now, to your point, I mean, we got Dylan Bryant is a lap down running in 8th. Trevor Robertson's a lap down running in 7th. They both, let's see, Dylan went in 2 laps after Trevor did. New Superman. Trying to do Superman things. Just hopefully nobody grabs his cape here tonight. We'll see how it goes for him on this strategy call. We have a caution right now. That's really going to put him in the hurt locker along with Trevor Robertson.
023's going to pit. 023's pitting.
So even if we go caution free and Pope doesn't have to pit and Goins doesn't have to pit except for one more time, Pope still, in theory, I believe, has to win the race. So he's still racing Goins. I think Pope has to win the race because Bryant will move far enough forward to where he would still be within striking distance of Pope, even if he does have to pit again.
Yeah, I mean, like, for instance, another scenario I had where, let's say, neither Goodenough or Pope win. Let's say Goodenough comes in second and Pope comes in third. As long as Bryant comes in 7th, he wins the championship. If he comes in 8th, he loses. Excuse me. Yeah, he loses. He's only got to have a few spots in front of him. Yep.
There's 5 trucks that looks like they're on this strategy that would, in theory, be able to not have to pit again. And Bryant is 8th right now. So if he stayed behind Robertson, that's where he, in theory, would possibly finish as 8th.
Right.
If all these guys can stretch it.
So I told you wrong there. If Goodenough comes in second and Pope comes in third, for Bryant to win over Goodenough, he's got to come in 7th. To win over Pope in that scenario, he has to come in 11th. But yeah, you're right. There's a lot of, it's just all over the place, and it's going to change lap to lap. You see these guys race around each other right now, but currently they're not on the same lap.
Yeah, they're not even on the same strategy.
Not at all. Dylan Bryant's now in 8th. He's a lap down still. Yeah, they're just making their way down. Yeah, he's on 103.
I do still think Pope's got to win the race. And in order to do that, he's going to have to beat Gones, who's several, 2 seconds clear and putting down better laps than Tim Pope right now. So even with this strategy, I think Bryant may still be okay.
Yeah, Bryant's sitting here right now is trying to catch Gones. It's right here, your leader, right in the 38 machine. And you can see the 28's going around, 51's coming around with his fresher tires. He's going to unlap himself right here. So, I mean, new tires at this track are worth about 1.5, 2 seconds, depending on how badly you burned them up. And if he's taking care of them while still being fast, this might work out for him, like you said, you know, being faster for more laps rather than trying to push it all the way. I'm of the opinion, when I'm racing, I just run the fuel out.
Pope's in the pits.
Like Pope, Jonathan Osborne.
He'll make it. He's good now. They're all good. So Pope's, the caution's out.
Oh, got to figure out what happened with this. And nothing pops up on the screen here.
Andrew Player spins out, coming out of turn 4 towards. It's almost exactly like Albert Anderson.
So we'll go to Player. Oh. And I wonder if he was just on pit lane as well. He was. Lap 101. A little while ago, not too long ago.
Pope's coming out of the pits. Will he stay on the lead lap? Or did that put him a lap down? No, I think Gones lapped him. I don't know. Gones has stopped, waiting on the pace truck, so I'm not sure what's going on.
That's exactly what happened. He just a similar thing to, he just clips that wall. Oh, a little bit of a blink too. The 99 machine did the same thing, but didn't have any damage. Got Amanda Wade out there talking. Let's take a look and check in on Wade. Where he's running here tonight. He's in 2nd place, coming on pit lane. We got everybody coming down. Dylan Bryant's also on pit lane. This might be, kind of an equalizer. Let's see how it shakes out, folks. We're in the nitty gritty here, coming down to just about 40 laps, less than 40 laps when they go green.
Well, I can tell you one thing. Dylan Bryant is going to be in the catbird seat because Pope's not the wave around truck. It's Mike Adamson. But Pope, by staying out right there, may get the other kind of wave around and still get the lap back. So he may still be on the lead lap. It looks like him and Osborne and Coffin, maybe some of these other guys are going to get a wave around to get back onto the lead lap.
Well, hey, folks, you knew that they were not going to let this go like run green the entire way without any drama for us to just sink our teeth into. This is great from a perspective of a fan. Nerve-wracking for these drivers, I am sure. I've been there. You've been there, Ricky, and it's just, you just want it to be over if you're in the right position. And if you're not, you just want another caution so you can take another bite of the apple.
Oh, yeah. There's always people wanting a caution. There's always people not wanting a caution. I don't think it's ever unanimous where everybody wants the same thing.
And you see, this is your leader right here. You see all them trucks in front of him. 38's leading. These are wave around trucks. The first of which you saw the 7 go around there. Tim Pope. So here's Tim. Did a wave around. Osborne. John McAdam.
Yeah, I don't have to move it to get
Andrew
out.
Cawthon. Chandler Paul. Dave Mayberry. Look at these cars. They're all wave arounds. Mike Average. Looks like they, Tony Benfield coming around.
Hey, I'm on your inside, Galaxy.
And I think he's the last one with a wave around. Well, I just saw 99 on pit lane. What's going on with him?
All good.
Did you catch anything
he's
with
had
him?
some he's had some issues. You know, he spun out. He had the penalty. He was lapsed down early, so I think he's just been behind the 8 ball the entire race.
That's unfortunate. Truck looks okay. Anyway, for the Albert Anderson clan out there, don't know what went on there. We'll see if we can get if he stays on pit lane, we'll pull him up and find out what happened. The lights are out on top of the pace truck. As we come around, you should see the truck pull off on the pit lane. And we're coming to lap 113. And it's about to get intense, folks. You see Brian sitting there in 4th position. Like you said, Pope isn't fit. So I don't know what you were looking
the lap
at.
Down
Nope.
trucks now, though.
It pushed him up to, you're right, it pushed him to the back because of that, but he's in 5th technically. I see him behind the 13 there. Going to come around here. It's going to be on the leader when he gets to the restart zone, which is right now. And he just takes off. We're back under green. Great jump. The 38, the 6. I imagine Dylan Bryant's going to try to play a little bit safe, cautiously aggressive. What was it DW used to say?
Yeah, I think that's one of the words he used, be cautiously aggressive.
But he's not going to want to wait too much because he knows that 7 machine is going to try and come for him. And we're down to the end of this, and he wants that. Oh, you see the 38 go around.
Oh,
Nobody hits him. You saw that in real time. He just, same thing we've seen tonight, you know, getting loose in turns 3 and 4. It's a throttle thing, especially cold tires. You're going to see it happen here again. Just gets in there. Yeah, the lead in the race. He's going to be kicking himself later for this one. Like Albert Anderson's telling us in the chat that he's had a great season, had some issues tonight, but he's spotting for Mr. Dillon right now, his teammate. We saw what happened to Chris Goins there, man. That's unfortunate. That puts Chris back to 8th. Not terrible, but not great still. At a place like this, it's really tough to pass. So, hey, folks, no rest for the weary around here. This is the last race of Season 12 for the Premiere Series. However, we are going to be starting Season 13 next Wednesday, so make sure you tune in for us, okay? Tune in for these drivers. No rest for the weary. These guys love the race, and we keep them on the track as much as we can. Like I said, next Wednesday. And this season, we are being sponsored by Tow Call. If you need a tow, a jump start, lockout, or a tire change, Tow Call is your service of choice. If you're in the Washington, D.C. metro area, contact Albert Anderson at Tow Call Roadside, all together, towcallroadside@gmail.com. And he will take care of you.
I'm a lap down, Tim. Come on by.
And we're really proud to bring on Tow Call as our one of our premier sponsors for season 13, our 13th season. Ricky, did you imagine we were going to get here back in 2020 whenever we started this thing?
seems like a long time ago, but yeah, 13 seasons. That's pretty cool. It's a group of guys that come together, racing with some outlaws, and we made our own deal. And you and Lori and Kelly, and I guess Dave Mayberry kind of got this thing started, and glad to be a part of it.
Yeah, I got Lori down in the chat reminding me, hey, Vanquish season 3. So we started another series under the VRL banner. Vanquish is that Speedway series on Friday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern. Racing starts, and season 3 starts this Friday. This Friday is the beginning of season 3 for Vanquish, and that's become successful too. We had we tried to get that kind of organized for a couple, probably a few months there, and finally got the cracked the code on it, Ricky, and got a great group of guys in that series. And they're really racing well and enjoying themselves, and it's really entertaining to watch them on Friday night.
Yeah, the Friday night races are always great. I try to tune in when I get a chance.
All right, so the running order: Trevor Robertson first, Dustin Wade up there, 10 spots up in second. looking to bring home a second victory here in the Vigilante Racing Premiere Series. Dylan Bryant's in third. Tim Pope is now lined up, should be lined up there. Is he in fourth? He is.
Thank you,
Take a
guys.
look. So here it is. The two championship guys were right side by side. 51's got to go take this win or hope that somebody else wins it. He's right on the 7's bumper. As we go into the restart zone, we're back under green. Excellent start by the 6 machine of Trevor Robertson again. This time, a little clear track in front of the 51.
Oh, no.
Oh, 7 hits 68 there. Not expecting him to check up as much as he did. 68 tries to do a crossover into 51. 7's trying to get that run on the outside. And may complete that pass. He's trying to stay right with the 51, looking to take home the victory and the championship here tonight. Cole Walsh out there is saying, crank it up. You know what? We have not done that tonight, Nicole. It's a good observation. But let's take that opportunity while we have it. Going to get pretty intense.
In the back,
oh,
Big Rick.
and we didn't get it. There we go. It's going to involve Stoney Benfield.
Man, can't blame that on me.
I see that popping up right there. These restarts are going to probably unnerve these drivers. Take a look here. Stoney Benfield, I got him listed as the car involved, or the truck involved, rather. There we go. So he's in the green and white truck here. You see on your screen. Oh. Yeah, I don't. That's pretty close. Take a look off the 48. On the nose cam, or the roof cam, rather. You can see that, you know, they're coming off that apron. It's pretty violent. Like Benfield went to go arc into the corner, but what, 48 was edging his nose in there just at that moment.
I don't think that the 75 knew the 48 was coming in as hard as he was.
Yeah, I don't think he knew he had that run. And the 48 wasn't alongside. He was right there at the edge. Just touches him on that left rear corner. Within this series, its primary responsibility for making a clean pass is on the passing truck. So I don't know how the admin is going to look at that. She'll make a judgment call. But anyway, under caution again for the 4th time tonight. Not a caution fest, but we're not out of the woods yet, Ricky. We're just under 30 laps to go here. So it could get out of hand. Here's hoping it doesn't. And maybe we can get that crank it up in there maybe. Well, Sawyer's not looking for one because she knows we got a lot to talk about with these championship drivers. We got Bryant in 2nd, Pope right there with him in 3rd, Chris Goins riding in 6th position. 18th is good enough. Good enough is 2 laps down right now, so he's almost, whatever happened, that penalty may have taken him completely out of contention for this championship here tonight.
Yeah, he was fighting behind it the whole time, and then I think maybe he tried to go off strategy, and then that caution may have got him. I'm not sure exactly what happened with that last caution before this one, but something got him another lap down.
This time 51 is able to start on the front row. Let's see if he's able to make some hay with that 6 machine. We'll be starting lap 123 when we go green. As I mentioned last time, restart will be with the leader. Leader gets to launch from within the restart zone that they're choosing. And once they hit the very first part of the restart zone, they can take off or they can wait to the very end. If they don't launch at all, by the time they reach the end of the restart zone, iRacing will launch them. The flagman Barney will launch the field. And it's at that point, if they don't launch the they're going to have to get around. They're going to have to go ahead and launch themselves. Here we go. And he takes off about a good ways off. 51 does not get a good restart. 7 is going to get around him here. This is not what Dylan Bryant wanted to see.
Absolutely not. First time all night, I believe he's been chasing Pope.
He was chasing him early, remember? And they were battling to get around, but that was really early. And since then, he's been in front of him.
Real early, yeah. Yeah, he did get him. That's right. He was behind him early.
So.
Oh, Wade!
Did he?
He didn't hit anything, but it's enough
Same
for the
thing.
caution.
Let's see.
Another self-spin out of turn 4.
Yep. And it's just easy to do there. Especially cold tires or not really worn tires. Or maybe if you cooled them off during the during that caution, you know.
What was the track that we done earlier this year? Was it Nashville that had that strip and everybody was spinning out on the same strip?
I think it might have been Nashville.
Yeah, I just remember that there was one track where everybody had an issue. That's reminded me of that.
So right here, just in the top 3, you have encapsulated both championships here tonight. Trevor Robertson is in it for the contender chase. He's leading that coming in here. He's in good shape. Been leading most of this race. Looking really to take it home with a statement tonight. Maybe even taking home the win. Then you got Tim Pope and Dylan Bryant. Now the way they currently run, if Dylan finishes where he's at and so does Pope, Dylan wins the championship. If Pope wins this race, there is, absent some kind of a penalty, there's no mathematical way for Bryant to beat Pope. I don't know if Dylan knows that. I'm sure he probably did think about it and do some calculating before the race. If he didn't think about it, I don't know if anybody should tell him now either.
I want to correct myself in real time. That was Iowa that happened at, now that I'm thinking about it.
Oh, you're right, Iowa, because they repaved just a little pieces
they
of it.
repaved that strip.
Yeah. 5th caution of the night. Caution's precaution, 25 to go here. Lights are not even out on the pace truck, so we're not going to go green this time around. I don't want to talk to the championship drivers, but hey, maybe we can get Albert Anderson up here and have a little discussion with him. We'll drop him back down afterwards. Hey, Albert, it's Alan and Ricky in the booth. You got us, buddy.
Hey, buddy, how's it going?
Hey, we didn't want to talk to your driver, the 51, that you're trying to guide to this victory here, but how's it going and how's his head?
It's going good. He's calm. He's cool. He's collected. I missed what you were saying in the broadcast there. Give me the rundown on how he's looking mathematically.
So he finishes where he's at. He wins the championship. If Tim wins this race, absent a penalty, which I haven't seen anything that Tim was involved in tonight, that doesn't mean nothing was there, but there's no way for him to win. So 51 is going to have to. He's going to have to make sure the 7 doesn't win and that he's right with him. He can drop back a few spots if he doesn't win this race, but if he wins, he gets 5 additional bonus points. You know how tight this is. But
all right,
yeah.
So if Tim wins and Dylan finishes second, Dylan will still win the championship.
No, he won't.
No.
Oh, got you. So he's got to get around Tim.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop you down back and hang out with your driver, man. Thanks for talking to us,
man. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, no, and Chris Goins drops due to packet loss. Just lost one of our championship drivers.
Oh, no, that's terrible for him. We're getting ready to go green here. Trevor Robertson controlling the field. Restart zone. Launches kind of about halfway. 51 gets a better launch this time. Much better launch. Back in front of the 7. The 7 going to make a crossover. Not yet. 23 laps to go. Couldn't get more intense than this. It goes for a blocking move there.
Yep.
See if he's going to be able to maintain this or not. Never's going to play this smart. 51's playing it smart too. I mean, it's just going to come down. These guys have been cream of the crop this season. That's why they're in the top 4. Heavyweight battle here tonight, folks. Let's see, I think they're on equal footing on the tires as well. Actually, I know Dylan Bryant went in on 109, but I think maybe didn't Tim go in under caution?
He was in the pits when the caution came out.
I do see a bit of damage on the right rear, I think, of that machine. Maybe just slightly from scraping the wall. You do see Bryant pulling just a little bit on the 7 machine. Like I said, he went in 2 laps later for his tires, but I didn't think those were green flag laps, but maybe it is making a difference. Bryant's trying to go up here and just take away all doubt. Let's go. Let's go win the race.
Well, that definitely would put the stamp on it if you win the race.
20 laps to go. Under 20. This has been a good race, Ricky. I've enjoyed this. And thinking about the strategy and everything going on around the field and everything.
Yeah, and I think there may be 1 or 2 guys out there on the lead lap that may still have tires.
Everybody's kind of really going in high, using the high line and cutting down in 1 and 2 here. But I think they're using more of a low line approach. You see the scraping the wall for the 51 there. 88's trying to get around him. Mike Adamson in that WeatherTech machine. '81's fighting back on the outside. I think it might be futile here. Might be a slight difference in last. There is. Mike Adamson went in at 115. Mike's really in good position on tires. The people in front of him went in at 107, 109. Adamson may go up here and take the whole enchilada here tonight for the at least for winning here in Phoenix.
Yeah. Just a few extra laps on the tires could make that big of a difference.
17 laps to go. That's a significant difference. We'll see if he's able to get up there and do anything with it. Right now, we do see Dylan Bryant maybe trying to challenge for the lead. Seems like he's remained in touch and closed in on the 6.6 is really kind of you can see him scrubbing his tires to the right-hand side there. These guys are on equal footing on tires. 109 was the lap that each of them went in. But it looks like the Man of Steel trying to affect this pass, take over the lead, take home both trophies here tonight. You want to take a check on the chat? Anything interesting out there?
No, just Jack Dixon was pleading his case on the caution and the crash, but that's been the last thing in the chat.
What a race, man. See if I can find a battle back here. Dustin Wade.
About to be a battle for the lead, it looks like.
Yeah, he's trying to close in there.
But he's in a real tough spot because he doesn't have to beat Robertson and he doesn't have to beat Pope. But if Pope beats both of them, then
yes,
Pope wins the title. So
if I'm the 51, I'm just going forward. You know,
Robertson and Pope are teammates. Just to point that out.
You know, I hadn't thought about that a little bit here.
Well, they both drive for me, so that's the only reason I'm thinking of it myself.
Riding on board right now with Dylan Bryant. Trying to see if he's going to go for a pass here. Might be trying to make it around the outside.
Well, looks like he's searching for some grip.
Got a good lead right now over Tim Pope. Almost a second, not quite, about 0.8. He's just right there with Robertson. Neither of them, I'm sure, want to take each other out of this race. So they're going to be careful.
I think Dustin Wade may have the freshest tires. Or at least he's only shown 14 laps 15 laps from the last time he pitted, so if he did get tires, he's definitely got the freshest tires.
Yeah, he does. He went and got them if he did at 125, which is way fresher than the guys in front of him, but I don't know if he's going to have time to do anything with it. That's a significant difference. He's 2 seconds behind the leader right now, over 2 seconds. It has what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars to pass to get to him. And situations like this here where you see them, he kind of boxed in and makes it rough on him.
If they had a caution, he would probably be in pretty good shape.
No change up at the front. I mean, this is kind of settled out here. 9 to go, coming to 8 to go. Now, folks, I know everybody's out there watching. Don't forget, don't leave the chat or the broadcast. When this wraps up, we're going to interview your winning driver of the race, and it could be one and the same as one of these champions. It's currently looking like that. We're also going to interview your VRL Cup champion and your contender champion. So please make sure you stay in there and see what these guys have to say after running such a hard season and earning the top prizes. And again, if you enjoy this league, you support these drivers, make sure you like and subscribe to VRN. If you don't want to miss any of our races, we are pretty consistent Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but we do have special events. Hit that notification bell so you never miss any of the racing action. This is kind of just really kind of stalemated here. I don't see the 7 really closing in. Now Mike Adams has made it up to 4th position. He's in pretty good shape, but 7 to go, and he's shifting gears. Coming down to 3 and 4, trying to get every advantage he possibly can. See if he also does it here in 1 and 2. No, he decides to stay in 4th gear here. With 6 laps to go, even with the fresher tires, I don't know that he's going to be able to have any opportunity to get up there and race for the win. Shifts again here going to this turn. Take a look at Dustin Wade. And Dustin has the freshest tires of your top 6, and really going all the way back to John Gallagher in 10th. So you got Dustin in 6th here. He might be able to get up here and get a position from Jonathan Osborne in the 81 machine. But I don't know that he's going to have time with 4 laps to go to get up here and have an opportunity to win this race. Speaking of Jonathan Osborne, we'll take another onboard with him. Racing out of Woodbury, New Jersey, Jonathan is. Having a great run here tonight. He's only down 1 spot from where he began in the 81 machine, running in 4th. We actually started in 3rd position here tonight. Having a great run, trying to hold off or fend off those new tires behind him from Dustin Wade. We'll head back up to the front here as we're in the closing laps, folks. No change here. A little bit of distance between the 6 and the 51. Trevor's out here making a statement. Hey, yeah, man, I'm going for this contender chase. But I'm going to be there with you guys perhaps next season going for the Cup.
Yeah, I honestly think if Trevor didn't have all those problems with connections throughout this season, he may have been racing for the Cup tonight. He's been strong.
Right now, 2 laps to go. He just wants to get around this track one more time and see that white flag, because that means the next flag will end the race. Does not want a caution. Neither does Dylan Bryant. How excited do you think he is right now?
Oh, I think he's probably okay. He's excited, but I think he's just oh, they're wrecking. Oh, he caught it. Dustin Wade, John McAdam.
Oh man, could you imagine riding the line like that? One more time around this track. Yeah, Trevor Robertson, Dylan Bryant, your Cup champion leader, with Tim Pope right there in 3rd. Going through 3 and 4 for the last time. He's got it. Robertson's going to bring it home for the chase. And Dylan Bryant is a first-time champion in the VRL Premiere Series Cup. First-time champion here tonight, Dylan Bryant. He was so concerned about coming to this race, feeling like maybe he gave it away last week, coming out of Martinsville. Did an incredible job here tonight to remain patient, nearly pulled off the victory and brought home 2 trophies. But like I said, folks, don't take off. we are going to do interviews with these drivers, two of these drivers real quick.
Trevor and Dylan.
So don't go anywhere. This is your winner here tonight, Mr. Trevor Robertson in that 6 machine. Hey folks, it's Alan and Ricky, and we're back for your interviews. First off, we're going to start with Mr. Trevor Robertson at 6 Machine. Hey Trevor, it's Alan and Ricky in the booth, buddy. You got us. Trevor, can you hear us, buddy? Ricky, you can hear me, right?
I can hear you. Maybe Trevor thought he had a little more time and he went to the little boys' room.
You may have. So Trevor wins this race here tonight out of Quarry, Arkansas. He also wins the championship for the Chase, the VRL Contender Chase here tonight. Trevor, it's Alan and Ricky Booth. You got me, buddy.
Can you hear me? Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now. Hey, man, congratulations. You went out here with a statement. You not only brought home the hardware for the Chase, you brought home the hardware for the win tonight. How's it feel?
It feels great. I don't know what happened between practice and qualifying. Just all of a sudden, I was 0.3 faster, and it transferred to the race. And I just made sure to run smooth and save tire as much as I could, and it felt good. Good race.
Man, you absolutely killed it. Hey, Ricky, what do you have for our Chase champion here tonight?
Hey, Trevor, good job, buddy. It looks like you was really turning it on there at the end of the year. I hated to see that you had all those connections issues earlier in the year. You may have been racing for a title tonight, but you put it all together. You think you got something for him in season 13.
That's the plan. I either, like you said, the connection issues or just getting caught in every wreck and, not getting to finish, 3 or 4 of the races really didn't help. I just going to try and stay consistent and continue this hot streak I got going on, and hopefully it all works out.
Well, hey, man, you absolutely killed it tonight, and you made a statement going into next season, and you're going to be in this to win the Cup itself. But, man, what a way to go out on the season on a high note here. You're going out with the Chase Championship trophy. You're going out with some hard cash and the win here at Phoenix, just to put a stamp on it. Before I let you go, do you have any shout-outs for teams, fans, or family?
Just shout out to you guys in the booth, keeping it entertaining every week. And I don't know if I've said it before, but shout out to Ricky for doing the paint job for me every season. And I really appreciate it. And, you know, for Lori for putting together the race report every week. And sounds like she had a lot of work after last week with all the penalties this week. But and shout out to my family, my mom, my sister, and Kingston, that you know always watches the race every Wednesday. And just nice to have a support system behind me. And that's about it.
Oh, hey, man, you absolutely killed it. Congratulations again. And I look forward to seeing what you're going to do in season 13 starting next week.
Alrighty. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, man. Take care. All right. That was your Chase champion and winning driver here tonight in Phoenix, man. That's the way to go out, Ricky. I mean, I think I did that one time in, what was it, Indy, where I finished the season and won the championship, of won both trophies. And that's a great feeling. You just got to go out with a statement. Certainly, this is a statement for the six to the rest of the field. I'm coming for you next season.
Yeah. I mean, we've already got so many good drivers in the league, but he's put everybody on notice the way he's ran the last maybe 6 or 8 weeks, especially.
And I'm down here now trying to find Mr. Dylan Bryant. See if we can get him up to the waiting room. There he is. This should be a good interview here. I'm looking forward to seeing how this goes. And he's going to be your champ for the VRL Cup. This is the top prize that everyone wants here every season in Vigilante Racing League. And we're going to get a word with Mr. Dylan Bryant right now. Hey, Dylan, it's Alan and Ricky in the booth. Do you got me, buddy?
Guys, what's going on?
Man, you sound underwhelmed. How are you feeling right now?
Well, I was crying actually, and I had to calm down some, man. It's unbelievable. I don't know what I did to deserve this. The season I had, just overwhelmed with joy, hope, good enough, and Gones. Man, they are fast, and no, I really don't practice much, but I did turn over 700 laps here because it was definitely the weakest track of the playoffs for me. And you know, I thought I gave it away at Martinsville, and it wasn't about the penalties or anything. I'd rather have been involved in a wreck or just completely been dumped, crashed out of the race, than to screw up and make the mistake on my own. And that really bothered me. I've been losing sleep and everything because I knew that it was going to be a nail biter. But Alan, man, I did it, man.
You did it, man. Did it. You did it. You are a champion. Champion of the VRL series, man. The Premiere Series, the top step. This is you, champ. So let it sink in. Rest well tonight. You might not even rest well tonight, considering you won. You might be a little restless, but we're very happy and proud of you for the job you did this season. You really went out there and crushed it, and you earned every inch of it. Ricky and I talked about it during the broadcast that you're up against Titans in this league, and to bring it home on the top step for that championship, you earned it.
Yeah, the entire field is stacked with Titans. It's just one about us four. I mean, I can't say that a lot of the other guys was very respectful of the playoff guys and stuff, and it's just I'm just speechless. You know, Pope is one of the best. I was fortunate enough to have one of the other best to step out of the truck and go to the broadcast booth. But yeah, just a stellar season, man. I've been almost perfect, and also too, I don't like to be just about me. I want to give a huge shout out to Trevor Robertson in the Contender Series Championship run. He closed that bad boy off good with a win, everything, and shout out to him. I know that he's a championship contender driver in the top 12. So hopefully I see him up here next season, and yeah.
Yeah, for sure. He was definitely making a statement here tonight. He is a former champion of this series, and I think he's putting you guys on notice. He's coming for you next season. He says he's looking forward to season 13. But with that, I want to pass the mic over to Ricky. Hey, what do you got for the champ tonight here, Ricky?
Man, anytime it comes down to talking to the champion, sometimes I don't know what to say, but I want to say this. When I was in the truck, I always knew you was good, competitive. You was always up front and fast. But since I've watched you this season and I was able to sit here and watch all these races, the way you race these other guys and the respect you race them with, and as good as you are and able to do that, you have all of my respect. You are one talented young man, and you deserve every bit of this.
Don't you? I'm trying not to cry here, man. I try to race everybody the way that I would like to be raced, and even in real life at the track and stuff, a win or championship don't mean nothing if you don't give respect to the other guys on the track, and I stand by that. And at times it's a weakness. I kind of went a little bit on the aggressive side with Pope on that last restart. I did toss out a block on him on the backstretch because I knew I was faster than him on the long runs, but to get back around Pope is extremely hard, especially if you don't want to use your bumper. And I mean, I didn't have to win the race if he finished second, but I do know that Trevor and him's on the same team, and that was at the back of my mind too. So yeah, your words are kind. I'm glad that I ran the entire season as clean as I could, and with the utmost respect, and I don't think I ruffled anybody's feathers except for mine at Martinsville. but yeah, your words are extremely kind.
Oh, hey, champ. Before we let you go, man, you got any shout outs for teams, fans, or family?
Yeah, first and foremost, I dedicated the other championship to Lori, but this year is for her. Like just our conversations and stuff, and she tries to keep me calm. I'm sure that she talked to everyone else and stuff too, and just outstanding. Also, I think my biggest fan is good old America's driver Albert. like words can't say enough about him, and he was coaching me at the end. I'm in the race and stuff. Jax was too. I feel like being on All Star has really helped me focus and drive better and stuff. And it's a true thing that you kind of race the race that you are on teams with others with. They are negative all the time and everything else. It kind of just brings down the thing. So yeah, huge shout out to him. Also, I don't know if the fans knows it or not, but I do want to hopefully be the first one to give Albert Anderson's tow company a shout out. It's Tow Call. It's going to be the season 13 sponsor. So welcome aboard, Alan, Ricky. Outstanding job, guys. Like if there was a trophy that I could give y'all, I would. Outstanding job on both of y'all, and y'all's kind words just means a lot to me, and also I would like to shout out Poe. Good enough at Gones, man. A great class of the Final Four guys. Very clean, respectful, and my final shout out too is for Trevor once again on his Contender Series championship.
Well, hey man, we appreciate it, and all the kind words for us too. It's drivers like you that make it worth it, and we would love nothing more, me and Ricky, to highlight you guys each and every week, and we look forward to seeing you in season 13. Again, congratulations, man, and enjoy the moment, enjoy the night.
I will. Look, and one more thing, on my friends at work that tunes in every Wednesday and Friday nights, huge shout out to them. I know that Ken blows up my phone on every time I win the race, and I do good. So a shout out to them. He took me out to Highway 55 today, so hopefully maybe next Wednesday I get me a big old juicy burger again. So,
yeah, man, he was out there in the chat tonight too.
Yeah. All right, guys. I hope y'all have a great night.
You too, man. Enjoy that victory burger and enjoy the moment. Good night.
All right. Good night.
All right, folks. Wow. I mean, what an incredible championship race. I don't know about you, Ricky, but it was worth it for me, and a great season overall. Season 12, 5th year, going into season 13. All great things here at Vigilante Racing League.
Yeah, it was a great season. So many competitive races, coming right down to the last few laps of the last race. You can't ask for much more than that.
No, this is great. And again, thanks for joining me in this endeavor, Ricky, in the booth here. I think it was the right call. This was our first full season as broadcasters for the Premiere Series. And I mean, I really enjoyed it. I don't know about you, but it's a different perspective, and one that I am looking forward to for next season.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't have nearly as much stress on Wednesdays anymore. I just get to watch it and tell everybody what I would have done better. So that's so much better than trying to justify why I suck so bad.
That's right. Our heart rate doesn't get too very high.
No.
But hey, man, thanks anyway. And as always, I want to thank my beautiful and talented wife, Lori. You hear all the drivers talking about her. She's kind of like the unofficial counselor of the league. We got problems, we go to Lori. And you know, you heard it in the 51 interview there. We're all rely on her so much. We want to thank her for everything she does for me personally, for my family, this league, and all the drivers. We could not do this without her. So thank you, Lori. And with that, folks, season 12 is officially in the books. Again, VRN congratulates the Premiere Series Cup champion and the Chase champion, Dylan Bryant and Trevor Robertson, for their outstanding season 12 performance. And you may be asking, hey, what's next? I think I mentioned it a couple times already. Is there an off season? No, there's no off season. Not in this series. You can catch us next week, Wednesday night, on the track for the beginning of season 13. Next Wednesday for the race 1, and we're going to be at Michigan International Speedway. Always a great time. Be sure to tune in. The broadcast will start at 8:50 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But hey, folks, until then, remember, stay sharp, stay fast, stay vigilante, and we will see you next time. Good night.
This ain't your mama's racing stream.